this morning. So kia ora, welcome. My name is Jeff. I'm from Repair Detectives and I love repairing things. I love fixing things. And a great way to get good at fixing things is to practice taking things apart and putting them back together. So I'm hoping you can join me today in doing this. What you'll need is a screwdriver, and obviously we need something to take apart and put back together. Now that thing needs to be held together by screws. If you don't know what a screw looks like, ask a grown-up. You'll need a screwdriver, and you need to make sure that whatever you're taking apart isn't something that plugs into the wall, because the electricity that's in the wall is really dangerous for us. So we don't want to have any issues with that. So we're just going to take things apart and put things back together that are maybe battery operated, or they just don't have any batteries. We can learn a lot by taking things apart and putting them back together. The other thing that you need to check is that you have permission to take something apart and put it back together. So permission from the owner of the object. So I've got my own things here. This is some tools to take apart. Whoopsies. So I've got, as you can see here, I've got some screwdrivers, some little screwdrivers here, and a screwdriver wallet. I've also got a jar lid for keeping screws in so they don't get lost, because it's very easy for screws, because look at these ones, they're so small. It's very easy for them to get lost and fall on the floor, and then they get vacuumed up. Now the other thing that I have is this thing, which I made, called a direction donut. So I've got lefty loosey, which goes around to the left, and that's when we want to take something apart. So this is the direction that I'm going to turn this screwdriver around to the left. And then on the other side is righty-tighty for when we need to put the screws back in. So lefty-loosey, righty-tighty. All right, so today I've got a couple of very cool things which we're going to take apart. This, which is an old Bluetooth speaker, and also this beautiful thing. This is an old feature phone, an old mobile phone. So, and I love them because they're so colourful. So I'm really looking forward, and I love this type of phone, Nokia. I used to have one of these phones. They're amazing. They're really well designed. So I'm looking forward to taking that apart. So which one should I do first? I think I'm going to do the Nokia because I love it so much. So I'll switch to my close-up and get this out of the way for the moment. All right, so we've got the Nokia here. As you can see, it's got lots of buttons on it. It's got a little screen here. So one thing that I often do when I'm taking things apart is, before I take it apart, I have a think about what might be inside the item. What do you think is in there? I can see that there's a screen. So I think there's buttons here. So I think there's probably, oh look, I can see myself in the reflection. I think there's going to be a computer inside. So let's have a look at the back. Now the cool thing, look at that design. It's got a diagonal line. The cool thing about these Nokias, these old phones, is the back just slides off. Oh look, there's some little holes there. I think there might be a speaker behind there. That's what I'm guessing. So I'll use my thumb and just see if I can slide that off. Look at that. And if I put these together, can you see that there's little bits on here that have been designed to slot into these bits here? It's very cool. Now, what was behind there? I thought there was a speaker, so that means that that might be a speaker. As you can see, it's a Nokia. We've got some gold bits, it looks like, down here. All sorts of things. But what I can't see is a screw. So that's really interesting. Maybe this isn't held together by screws. Now down the bottom here I can see there's a little plastic bit here, and it's a little bit hard to tell, but I think that little bit looks like a little clasp that might just jump out. If I push it back, it might be like a little spring that I can push on to pop that open. See, because this is blue and that's blue, so I'm guessing that this holds it together somehow. So if I put that down like that and push back, I wonder if I get my fingernail in there, or maybe I do it the other way around. If I put that in there, it can be sometimes a little bit tricky to get in. Maybe if I push this with my thumb and try to get this flathead. Oh, by the way, this is a flathead screwdriver. See how it's just kind of really thin on the end? It's a little different from, oh, look at that. Look, I was right. It is connected and it did come out. Now I just have to be a bit careful because I don't want to break this. I love this phone. I love the color of it. So that bit looks like it's coming out okay. I wonder if I can do the same thing on the other side. If I push that down, push that in, come on, maybe I can run this in and around and push that down at the same time. Almost got it. And go, 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 go. It's coming out. I can hear it. All right, so you can see there that we've got a little bit out. So let's see if I can slowly wiggle my way around and maybe, oh, look at that. A bit more out. So what I'm doing is putting the screwdriver in and then just levering this out. So kind of pushing it in, and as I'm doing that, it's a little bit hard to see, it's slowly coming out, and I'm just going to work my way, there goes another one, up and around the phone to get this out. Oh, look. Let's do it on this side as well. We might be able to get this top part off. Sometimes you hear that little snap. Now, it doesn't actually mean that things are breaking. It's just, sometimes there's a little pop as it separates and gets out from. Right, you can see now that it's really starting to separate the black bit from the blue bit. Let's see if we can get this in here. Oh, 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 oh. Wow, look at that. That is very cool. Let's have a top-down look. So we've got 3 bits now. Look, the back, the front, and the middle. Back, front, and middle. And there's still no screws. So let's have a look at this bit. And I'll go close up with this. So when I push down on one of these, it's going to push this thing forward, these little buttons here. Push them forward, and they will push onto these little bits down here. Actually, there's a little plastic bit covering that, which I think we might be able to get out again with this. Again, I can't see any screws. It's amazing how they design, but what I can see are some clips. So quite often, I don't know if you can see it here because it's black, but they often use little plastic clips that just over the edge and hold something in place. And if you can bring that back, and then you can get in underneath and lift things up. There's another clip here. So it's about getting those 2 clips to come off at the same time and then slowly lifting things up. Now, there's another clip down this end. I'll just pull that back a little bit. Hopefully, there we go. That should pop that up. Now, might need to do the other side. Pull back that clip. I can feel it popping out as I do that. That one doesn't want to do it. What about this one? No, it doesn't want to pop. But when I do that, it does. You can hear it. It just kind of pops out from beneath. And we're slowly getting that out. One thing that's really important with any repairs and any taking things apart is patience. Doesn't come straight away, and sometimes you have to kind of work at it several times before it will actually come out. Sometimes it feels like, as adults we say, it's banging your head against a brick wall. It just feels like it's not working, but eventually we'll get there. All right, so I am getting there. I can feel that parts are coming out. Oh, okay. Getting some good separation here. And I think I just need to pull this one back a little bit in order for that to come out. Oh, there we go. Maybe. Why don't you want to come out? Sorry. Something, I can feel it holding back slightly. I don't want to rip it because I don't want to break it. Why is this not coming out? Oh, look, there's the speaker there. I wonder if it's magnetic. Oh, yep, slightly magnetic. Right. Why aren't you coming out, Mr.? Now that I can see there's a little black piece of plastic in there. I wonder if that is a hook as well. A little clasp or clamp. Ah, look. Now we've done it. Now we've got it. Voila! Look at that! Woohoo! That is super cool. That is so cool. It's beautiful. I just love the way these are designed. Just really simple. Let's get the top-down view now. So we've got this middle bit and this bit here as well. Now we've got 4 bits. They're just so colourful. I love it. There's the speaker, which is magnetic. I can pick up little bits of little screw, just won't fall off. It's awesome. Right, let's go back to there. There's our screw. Oops, it's still on there because it's magnetic. It's a good little speaker there. And this is all just plastic, which is not great for the environment, but what is amazing is that you can mold plastic to make it do all these things. It makes the design really simple. So we've got the screen on one side, and on this side we've got some circuitry. I think the computer must be under here, and this metal housing is protecting it. We might be able to get it off. I don't know if I want to. Been put on there to protect it, and it might also be soldered on. I think I might just leave it. It is quite amazing. So that is for the headphone. That's the headphone jack. That's where we put our headphones. All these little things here are tiny little resistors and electronic components. And as I said, the computer's under there. Now this must be the little microphone. So this takes our voice and turns it into an electrical signal that we can send over the air to somebody. Very cool. Now I could take this apart more, I guess, but again, I don't know if I want to. It's just so well designed, and it looks like it might be glued into place in parts, although there's a little plastic bit here which looks like it might just pop off. It does. It does. Ha ha. And we do have it does pop off, but underneath it is, I don't know if you can see it, something that a little ribbon cable down the bottom here. Down the bottom there, you can probably see something orange. It's a little ribbon cable that's connecting that together Oh, look, displays coming out. Oh, goodness. Look at that. Oh, look at our lineup now. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this little plastic bit which wraps around all this and protects it. Under here, we've just got a little cable which is attached to here, which connects to this printed circuit board. And the computer's under there. So I think that's probably as far as we're going to get today in terms of taking that apart. So that's pretty amazing. No screws whatsoever, just 5 main big components. Well, I guess you could include the screen there as well. Actually, the screen is quite interesting. So this is the little blue ribbon cable I was talking about. See how small it is compared to my finger? And that connects, that sends the electricity from the computer to the screen to make it work. It's amazing. So let's put it back together now. Which way did it go? This way? No, must be that way. And it should just fit in nicely. I love Nokia phones. Mine, I used to have some, 1 or 2, and I had one actually go through a window screen out onto the road and smash into several bits, and my sister was able to pick up all the bits and put it all back together. Right, now let's put the speaker back on here. I love how everything just snaps into place. It's so easy. That is one good thing about plastic moldings, is that they do allow you to create designs which just fit together snugly and nicely. I think that's together. That bit still feels like it's sitting out, but no, that's over there. Okay, now we'll put top bit on. I'm just pushing it all together. Snap, snap, snap. You can hear those bits just snapping back into place. They've been well designed, and as you can see, the battery is missing on this, so the battery has been taken out. And this just slots back in, and we're done. Amazing. So let me think. That's one down. That was very cool. I'm even more impressed with the design now than I was before. Should I get started on this one? I might have a quick look. Okay, let's just have a quick look before we go. And so the interesting thing about this design, I think this strap just hooks around your wrist, so you can take it with you. I can't see any screws, but what I think is that the screws are behind these things, so they are hidden by these black rubbery things, and if I feel it with my fingernail, I can feel that it's slightly softer. So I think I'll be able to get in and lift that up somehow. Oh, look, it's just coming out really easily, and I can see that there is a screw underneath there. So I'll put that little black rubbery bit in there, get the other ones out. Oops, that went flying. Get this one out. This one out. And now I need a different kind of screwdriver. I need a Phillips screwdriver, which has a kind of a cross on it. It's a little bit hard to see when I'm holding it like this, but this one should fit in snugly, and this is where I use my lefty loosey righty tighty, because I want to turn around to the left, and I'll put on my little magnet so you can see that it's actually turning around to the left in the correct direction. So turning around to the left. Let's just get one out. That's coming out. Yep. There. There's the screw. Oh, we've got one more minute. So let's get another one out. I'm pushing down at the same time as I'm turning. Sometimes screws are really tight. They've been tightened. So to get them out, you kind of need to push down and turn at the same time. Sometimes I have to use my whole body weight and push down on the table as I'm turning it. This one, I think it is coming out. A little bit hard to tell. I can hear it turning. Oh yeah, there we go. All right, I think we will leave it there for today, and I'll finish this off tomorrow. I hope that was fun, and I hope you keep taking your object apart, and I encourage you to take it apart, put it back together, and join me again tomorrow at 11 a.m. Don't know what we'll be taking apart, but it will start with this. So we'll take this apart, and I'll see what else I've got that we can take apart as well. So, ka kite. Hope to see you again soon. Bye for now.